What is going on, YouTube? So coming back today with what might be my final preview of the day. I got to catch up a little bit on my previews today, but anyway, talking about the Chicago Bulls, a team that went through a lot of changes, especially in their backcourt during this offseason, shipping off Joakim Noah and Derrick Rose to the New York Knicks. So, well, Joakim Noah was by way of free agency, but either way. Start with the first of my two X factors, and the first one is outside shooting. So you acquire Rajon Rondo and Dwyane Wade. That pretty much puts your backcourt in a position where you have one player that's very, very slick inside the arc. With Dwyane Wade, still showed that he can hit jumpers, fadeaways, layups, really drives. As long as he's healthy, really anything inside the arc. And then Rajon Rondo is still a decent facilitator. Well, more than decent, still a very, very good facilitator. Jimmy Butler was really the only guy in the back, or really the only guy left that's in the backcourt that has any sort of ability to hit threes. Between their projected starting five right now, depending on if they start Mirotic or Taj Gibson at the 4, Mirotic will most likely, I think Taj Gibson will most likely get the start. Mirotic would be the better option for threes. So when you start getting into their backups, Denzel Valentine, Doug McDermott, like I said, Mirotic, if he does hit the bench, do have the ability to hit threes. My second X factor is adjusting to the new lineup. Like I said, new faces in the lineup: Robin Lopez, Dwyane Wade, and Rajon Rondo, all new faces to a lineup that will have to a team that's going to have an entirely new look pretty much this year. So my first key player is one of those newly acquired players, and that is Dwyane Wade. So coming over from Miami, weird to think that he ever left Miami, but coming home to Chicago, can he stay healthy is one of the biggest things you can think of when you think of Dwyane Wade being able to contribute. Also, will he be able to, even if he is healthy, will he be able to go for a full season at full strength? And will he be able to mesh with guys like Rondo and Jimmy Butler? Second key player, guy I just mentioned, Butler. So, it is his team now, I think. I mean, there were rampant trade rumors with him over the offseason, but you know what? He's still in Chicago. I think he'll at least stay there for most of the season, depending on where they are around the trade deadline. I think that's the next time you'll be able to debate him staying or leaving in Chicago. So my third key player, Denzel Valentine, had a fantastic summer league. A guy that was their first round pick. I like that first round pick, and if Dwyane Wade goes down and he shows that he can take a rotation spot over Tony Snell, then he could get a decent amount of playing time this year. Either way, I think he will. See how big a rookie season he can have. Excuse me. So this is a team that went 42-40 last season. I'd expect around the same record this year, but I'll get into that a little bit later. My worst case scenario for this team is they miss the playoffs entirely, is around a 12 or 13 seed, which would again be a worst case scenario. But when you've got an injury-prone guy like Dwyane Wade, and then you've got a guy that just hasn't been able to mesh well with some of the teams he's been on recently in Rajon Rondo, then it's not out of the question to think that they would be a bottom 4 or 5 team in the East. Best case scenario for me is around a 3rd or 4th place finish in the East, and then they lose in the second round of the playoffs. I just don't think that they have enough talent all around to be able to make it past the second round. My overall record prediction for them, though, is 41-41. Whether that fits them in at the 7th, 8th, or 9th seed, I think they're right around that spot. I mentioned that a couple times. I think they're a borderline playoff team, which is pretty much, I think, what the goal was, to be able to get like Rajon Rondo and Dwyane Wade in the backcourt. Not things that are going to keep them in contention long term, but things that will be able to keep them relevant for like the next 2 years. So that'll pretty much do it for this preview. Like I said, the projecting starting 5 that I have for them, which is Rajon Rondo, Dwyane Wade, Jimmy Butler, Taj Gibson, and Robin Lopez. I'll put that in the description below as always, but I actually said it in this video. Go check out my Twitter. Go give me a follow. The link to that will be in the description below, and then also go check out my website. Like I said, I've been getting back to it where I'm putting the previews up ahead of time. Like I said, I was slacking on that a little bit, but anyway, that's pretty much it. See ya.